good marriage is characterized by three important things. First of all is the reason why you want to settle. Second is the person you pick as your husband or as your wife. And the third is how committed you are in your relationship. I'm going to say that again. Three important things that can characterize a very successful marriage is the reason why you settled, the reason why you got married is number one. Second is the person you choose to be your husband or your wife. And third is how committed you are in your relationship. So if I'm to explain this, and this is very vital, I want you to really understand this and have it in your head. The reason why you settle is going to really impact or influence the choice you make. Right? So why do I want to settle? Because I am of age, but you don't have any preparation. You're not even ready for marriage. You're not ready. If we are to check the kind of things, the conversation you have, how you have built yourself mentally, intellectually, there is nothing there. So you are not just prepared. You just want to get married because you're of age. Secondly is that you are being pressured by your aunts or by other people, by your parents. Thirdly, because maybe you feel that the man will take care of me, or I want to have kids, or I want to do so many things. If you're a man, I'm of age, I want to have kids, I can get married, I have money, I can sponsor my wedding. That is not preparation for wedding. That is not what guarantees marriage. What guarantees marriage is how prepared you are. So the reason, your goal for getting married is what is important. Check within yourself, why am I really going after this lady, after this man? Why do I want to marry her or him? It's very important. When you know your reason, then it's going to impact your choices or the choice you make in your marriage or in the choice of the person you want to marry. It's going to inform the influence your compatibility or with the person you have chosen to marry in your life. So, in other words, the choice you make or the reason why you get married, you have to really sit with it. And because when you sit with it, it will help you to understand if you are really ready for that marriage. For men, you want to get married, but you are still dealing with addiction, you are dealing with substance abuse, you don't know how to regulate your emotions, your anger, you are still so much attached to your parents, you are not even mature. These are the things we're talking about in marriage. So you're not just to get someone that you cannot take care of. Someone you cannot be there, you're not available, you don't know how to do things, you don't have the principles that guide the marriage. And so being able or saying that I am of age to get married is not enough reason to make a choice of a spouse. Right? So you have to know why you want to get married, the reason, and then you check within yourself, am I really prepared for that marriage? Mentally, how many books am I reading? Am I equipping myself with good principles? Because everything is successful by principles. Am I really equipping myself with skills? With all these marital skills that I need to learn how to treat a woman, I need to learn how to regulate my emotions, I need to deal with the healing, with the disappointments or whatever things it is I'm struggling, trauma, whatever it is you are struggling in your life. You need to deal with him before you deal. That's where preparation for marriage and that's where success for marriage starts. And that's where counseling is very important. A lot of time men do not pay so much attention to counseling, to marriage and relationship. Yet we still fall victims of divorce and heartbreaks all the time. Pay attention to counseling. Look for a counselor to check in within certain things within my life. Is that something I'm struggling with? Is that something I need to really heal from it, and then that will get me prepared for that marriage? So all these things are tied to the reason why you get married. You want to get married, and how much prepared am I in order to be successful in my marriage? And the second one is the person you choose. So if I know myself. That's why you need to discuss who you are. I know myself, I know who I want to be, and then I know who I want to commit my life to. And so, if the person I'm waiting for comes around across me, and that person does not really have those compatibility in area of goals, values, so many other things I need in a man or I need in a wife, I would not need to pick that person, because picking that person is a potential stress, is a potential challenge in your marriage. That's where it starts. And And you need to understand that to be successful in marriage starts with the person you pick as a life partner. It's very important. Do not make a mistake about it. That someone makes you to feel good, someone is charming, makes you to feel okay, doesn't mean that they are prepared or they have what it takes to keep a woman, or what it takes to face through marital challenges, or what it takes to be that this character is good. Because behavior is number one here. Behavior and character of a person determines how successful you need to be in your marriage. And lastly, I want to talk about commitment and service. Marriage is service. You are committed to the love you have for one another. You are committed to your wife. You are committed to developing her personal and professional growth. You are doing that. It's not just about yourself. It's about making sure that your wife too is also growing and you're serving one another. So if you don't know how to serve somebody, there will not be getting into marriage, because that's what we do. You need to serve your spouse, and that's what we serve you in return. And that's what those service is what we build every day. And when children start coming, so many things start coming, busy schedules, busy work, you know that you need to serve each other. If you're not there, you don't say, I'm a big man, I cannot serve my wife, I cannot wash plates. There's no way it's written in the Bible that you cannot serve anybody. It's what we do for ourselves. We do it out of love. We do it because I want to support someone, support my wife, and support my husband, so that and also support your career and your goals and your dreams. If you keep this, supporting one another to grow, you're not abandoning someone, you're not putting them somewhere to be your slave or to be something. You are helping each other to rise, to grow, to develop. These three important factors will really make your marriage to work. It will enhance the well-being and the joy you have in your relationship with your spouse. So, the reason why you want to settle is very important. Check within yourself why you want to settle. Check within yourself if you are actually prepared. And even though you are waiting for someone, are you too already prepared? You as a woman, as a lady, waiting for a suitor, a husband, are you okay? Are you really, are your character really okay? Have you really prepared your life, your goals? And that's something you are struggling with that you've never to put. You come from a broken home, you need to really heal yourself so you can pour out love to another marriage. So you need to, not about the person you want to choose, but about yourself. You've got to be prepared yourself in so many areas, physically, mentally, intellectually, character-wise, personality-wise. You've got to prepare because we have roles and responsibility to carry on in marriage. And lastly is how committed you are to your husband, to the love you profess. How faithful are you in your relationship with your spouse? It's going to make a lot of difference. Do this thing I tell you, and this message is mostly for those who are starting up newly in a serious engagement for marriage. You need to have this discussion. You will set the pace for how successful you gotta be in your relationship with your spouse in the future. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video.